today because all the trees that were knocked down along 280.
Everything's knocked over. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that I did want to show all of the art in the room suddenly changes to, in all 5 portraits, Velka and Voda sees their entire Harengon family. Everybody. All of your brothers and sisters and mother and father. Everybody.
Everyone get in there.
So, and I'm assuming, and like this goes beyond just like your immediate family, and this is like, like grandmothers and whatever it may be.
Oh my god, it's third cousin Vinny.
Yeah,
it's like Italian New York family. Like everybody lives in the same house. So,
or it's like anytime I go to one of DM's family events where I meet new people literally every time.
Yeah, sure.
5 years, 6 years on, still meet new people every time.
I am looking for.
Oh,
I couldn't have a family that big simply because I can't remember names.
Oh, I can't at all. It's awful.
Oh, speaking of storm stuff, I was just remembering talking with my parents a little bit. My dad's drivers, a couple of them have spent 2 hours going 30 miles.
Oh,
Traffic due to downs.
Just like high winds and snow means they can't see more than 10 feet, and they're just going at 15 miles an hour to be safe.
Kicking up the snow, yeah.
And you got to remember, this is like they're driving out like highways between cities in eastern Washington, which are like completely dead and won't see a plow till who knows when.
Till the snow melts.
Man, I can relate.
all right. So this is I can show you as well, before the portraits changed, the portrait of the svelte dark-haired woman looked exactly like this.
That's Tasha.
All right.
Neat.
She's cute.
And that's the mannequin that we saw was just like a fortune teller's box mannequin that was just
just depicted. It just depicted. You looked like, as somebody did a history check on it, you're like, oh yeah, that's Tasha from like and it was just kind of a joke that it cast Tasha's hideous laughter, and that's what messed up the proposal, is that it caused the halfling the girl halfling, the female halfling, actually no, just the other halfling to laugh uncontrollably. Yeah. So yes, before it changes, you recognize one of the portraits among Baba Yaga, Endolin, Skabatha, and Bavlorna as Tasha.
So, looking around at all of these portraits, I'm able to tell that they are, like, not actually those, right? I can tell it's an illusion.
Well, now they've changed to portraits of all of your family.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean, though, is I can tell that that's not what they... Or is it affecting my mind, is what I'm saying, to make me think that that's what they actually are?
I assume it changes depending on who is the last person, like...
Does everybody else see that? Or
yeah, everybody else sees it. Yeah, Voda sees it as well.
Okay.
It's now changed. Actually, and you know what? For a brief... I'd actually say, because it... As written, it's this. But as it's happening, as you prick your finger, it does this, like... One of them shows a picture of you now, Velka. One of them shows a picture of Voda. Another one now shows a picture of Vamper. And then the last two kind of like cycles back and forth a bunch. And it kind of just does that, like, I would almost say a, whatchamacallit machine, slot machine thing of like cycling through your dozen of other siblings and family members. And
I was gonna say, those digital frames that like do slideshows, but it's broken.
Oh.
So basically, but what I'm saying is, so as written, it says it matches it's portraits of you and your 4 closest family members. So right now I'm saying that would be Voda and Vamper, and then maybe
it would be the other twins, the ones that were Vivlon and Vivis.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be the other two.
Okay, so that's the other two. But it cycles between, it cycles through a bunch of them, and then it shows those.
Does Tasha still look like Tasha, or is Tasha?
Oh no, they're all replaced. Like all 5 portraits got replaced.
Okay,
all 5 are.
Interesting. I still believe that this one should be the one we are looking for once the magic has worn off.
We don't even know what kind of magic it is. But we don't have time for this. If
Yeah.
we have time, we can come back for it.
Will and why am I just blanking on her name? Mishka. Like, yeah. Come on, we got limited time. They're still probably dealing with whatever's going on outside. Fairly certain, and you can hear outside just like somebody screaming. A old lady's voice screaming loudly as, "Who's throwing acorns?" And just like,
I
right.
will
Your local
note
HOA
that-
in action.
I will note that Voda looks really uncomfortable under the gaze of the portrait.
You, Will points up to the staircase and goes, "Come on, upstairs. There's kids up there. That's the textile mill."
Right. Just kind of like looking back and forth between the stairs and the portrait that was of Skabatha, and then I'll go up the stairs.
Okay. So, Will, Velka, Voda, and Mishka run up the stairs towards the textile mill. Back in the other side, the door opens up in the other area, or basically you're still in the kind of like in the waiting room as you hear Skabatha thundering off into the distance, and Chucklehead takes a brief moment, looks around at the party, and says, "All right, perfect. Great job distracting her. I didn't know that was the plan, innit? All right, quick, inside. You can help get all these kids out of here." And he pushes the door open behind him.
Let's do this! I go charging through. Ah!
So yeah,
Who's in here?
so charging
I was
through.
like, Zug, I have the key.
This door was not locked.
The door.
Bonk!
Yeah, so that door
No,
was
I'm
not. That door wasn't locked.
Yeah.
It's just pushed open. And in here, you see flickering lanterns illuminating a cluttered workshop, and it's filled with soft, ambient music that is produced by bells and chimes. Parts of toys are heaped on tables, leering dolls' heads, half-built rocking horses, unpainted wooden balls, and stuffed limbs of soft toys. A stove at the back of the room holds a saucepan of smelting metal, and 3 doors exit the workshop, and two storefront windows overlook the goblin market outside. As you enter, you see 3 young children gathered around a wooden work table. The eldest, a small drow boy, is prancing on the tabletop with a bar of soap in his hand, while a halfling girl and a human girl giggle at his audacity.
Oh,
Good.
the audacity.
It does look pretty fun.
I just look around. Do they see us barge in?
As they do, there's an immediate gasp as they all kind of freeze. The little
We're the
boy,
fun police.
the boy with the bar of soap in his hand freezes there, bar of soap in the air. Rosin, you can see immediately that there is an imprint of something on the bar of soap.
Can I ascertain what that something is?
Looks to be like a key.
Ah.
I have a key. No, okay. They're making bars of soap with key and
Price stole the key and made a print. We have it though. Hey, you want to get out of here?
They all freeze. They're all still frozen and just Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Grimblefin.
well, before we answer that, are you happy here?
No.
Okay, then we're friends. And we're
Let's go!
going to help you get out. But we have to stay quiet. Skabatha will be back soon.
They pull out the door over here. Yeah, she's outside right now. She looked really angry. She was running, stomping, and there was all that screaming, and you can still hear the terrible screams of alarm scarecrows going off.
And under the guise of that, we need to make an escape the other direction. So do you want to come with us?
Yeah. And the
I'm gonna hold up the keys too, and I'm gonna be like, I think I may be able to get us anywhere.
you immediately, as you hold the keys up, you immediately that the drow boy with the bar of soap see his shoulders slump.
Oh, he was so proud of it.
I was
No.
although that was a very keen idea.
So
And
we need a
had we
key
not
that's
been
just
able-
like this one made.
Had we not been able to do this, I'm sure that your mold there would have created a beautiful key.
It's the key to the kitchen, and we were gonna make a copy of it, and we're gonna go in there and steal milk.
We can get you all the milk you desire.
I stole it from Pincushion.
That is very clever.
She's a talking
Who's
doll.
that? Oh, where?
Should we know Pincushion?
I don't think you've met Pincushion. I only have met Pincushion, and I stole the key from her. I made the print on this bar of soap, and I was able to get it back on her belt without her noticing. It was very heroic.
I'm thinking maybe she can't feel that belt at all.
Shh.
All right, Don Juan, but where is she?
Guys, stop it.
No, we don't have time for this. We can get going.
Okay, you can keep your bar of soap if you'd like to use it at another time. I'm not sure if we're going to be stopping by the kitchen right now.
Zug. You feel something bump into your leg.
Ah! I kick.
It's a little ball.
Oh,
Do I recognize it? It's not Durla's ball or anything, right? It's just.
No, it's not. It is
Oh.
it's just a little wooden ball, and it rolled out of one of the corners.
Okay, I'm gonna run. Skitter after it after I kick it and just try to pick it up.
Yeah.
Ah, shit! What that?
You look up and
I
you
want to
see
keep tapping it telekinetically.
yeah.
a little bit.
So Zug, as you look up, you see out of the corner of your eye one of the dolls that sits on the shelf waving.
Oh! Is that Pincushion?
Null looks around and goes, "No, Pincushion works in the textile mill.
Who's this?
That's
Hi!
a doll I made yesterday."
Why is it waving at me?
Are your dolls alive?
Oh, that was
Holy fuck, something's attacking our house.
now the garbage can just flew over.
Oh,
next
shit.
door. No. As you start kind of inquiring about this, you can see the other two kids starting to get a little bit nervous, and they like looking to the shadowy corner.
Are they watching us?
One of the little girls chimes up and she says, "Yeah, they're not nice."
How do we stop them?
I'm
now trying to be as like still and like low voice as possible. I don't know if that makes a difference for them, but like I'm being very conscientious about it.
Yeah, I pick up that and also calm down and follow their eyes to see where they're looking.
Okay, I need you to give me perception checks, please. Who are looking around?
I'm actively not looking around. I'm like
Well,
looking down and
Ooh, yeah.
being like
We looking.
I'm not. So I don't know if it's still kind of like perception,
Nutmeg, that's
like
persuasion.
passive.
It
I mean, I have
sure
a
is.
21, I have a 21 passive perception, so I don't know. Because
That's the most nutmeg roll.
Oh, you can use your passive perception. Oh wow, all three of you spot it. So, in the corners of the room, you see what looks to be shadows slowly moving along the floor like little oil stains.
Like,
And they said that they're not
just
nice
moving in
already.
general.
Yeah. And probably Zug, you're the loudest. Even though you, I don't. So Zug, what would you do? You see one of them detach itself from basically like the shadow next to a doll, and then kind of like inchworm its way along the crease of the wall, and jump over to like another stack of dolls.
Are they all spread out? You said there's like two shapes?
You currently see 3 of them.
3. Can you like just ping generally in this sense where I see the movement?
Yeah, along the walls. It
wanna
doesn't. Nothing really specific really matters.
Well, it's kind of big. Walls are.
You're close enough. I would say you're close enough. If whatever you want to do, don't worry. You'd be close enough to do something.
I want to. I want to cast Entangle
Yeah, nice.
to cover those 3 shapes.
Yeah. So they're not close. You'll be able to get, let's say, 2 of them. How big is Entangle?
20-foot radius, I believe. 20 foot square. So it's 4x4.
But in this case, it would just be a 4x4 here. Yes, because sorry, 2x2 because these are 10 feet across. Okay. Yeah, you're able. So these things are like moving around the room. Give me a quick. Let's say with that perception check, you're good. You're clocking them. You're able to suddenly get 2 of them as I will have them roll. I say.
Yeah, strength DC 14.
One of them saves. Both of them save, but it's enough that they suddenly appear. These little ugly buggers. They all freak out. And suddenly make a beeline to try to get out of the room. On your back, Kiwi. On your back. And I would say some of them are closer or whatever it may be. On your back, Kiwi, you hear little like a quick squeak. And squirt the oil can. Goes.
Those are boggles! I want their oil! Kill them!
Oh.
What are you gonna do with their oil?
I'm going to drink it!
That sounds like a lot like what us organics call bloodlust. You don't need that.
I do!
And he like little fucking oil can eyes squint at you. He says,
I don't get boggle oil. I don't take you to yawn.
Gather the oil! Ah!
Oh God, he just wants us to enact American foreign policy.
So you do remember that.
Dispense freedom.
So the as soon as these things appear, you see the children visibly run to like your side as they appear from the shadows.
Stay back, kids. We got this.
And they are making a beeline for the door. So if each of you want to do an action now, you're more than welcome to, as these 3 creatures are trying to run to the door across the room.
Okay. I'll have glass because I just cast Entangle.
As it turns
My
out,
pseudo dragon is trying to help with whatever Zug's doing.
Perfect.
all of my spells are pretty shit.
I'm gonna say if we know that these are. Oh wait, do I have? No. I guess I'll try to charm one of them. Charm person on one of them. Just like convincing, hey, let's slow down, friends.
Charm person, you say? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if these count as humanoid.
Give me a quick Arcana check.
Eh.
Depending on how this goes, I may also just try to cast Fairy Fire. On them.
Kiwi know that they are definitely. They would not be human. They would be closer to the Fae.
Alright. In that case.
And is the door that they're heading for open or just
The
unlocked?
door that they're running towards is closed. Yes.
Right, in that case, I'm gonna roll on my story time table.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Oh yeah. And don't worry.
Okay.
I'd say for the purposes of this, you're within range, so don't worry.
Okay. Yeah.
So they all need to do a. They will all need to make a saving throw here. That's funny as shit.
Yeah, they look very strong.
They rolled fairly strong previously, but that is okay. I hate that these Stupid. Alright. Alright, so 3 saves real quick. Boink. Strength for 1 is on the ground.
Nice.
Strength for the second one is on the ground. Strength for the third one is... What is your DC?
14.
That one makes it, but it's the one that's furthest away, let's say. The other 2 are just on the ground, like... They're just babbling.
Wouldn't he be knocked on the ground? Because like if you get a 14, it goes through AC.
No, but this is just a saving throw, so meat is...
meeting on saving throw.
yes,
Okay.
Meat is good.
Yeah.
Alright, so 2 of them are on the ground. Alright. Nutmeg, are you gonna do something?
They
Oh,
take damage actually.
oh, they do.
Is it
Yeah.
0?
No, but you need to...
It's just Bardic Inspiration die rolls, so
D6?
No, what are you at this point? You're a...
56
Oh,
at this point. I think D8 is 6th
Is it-
level. I might be
Oh, I
wrong
don't-
on that.
Just have to double check.
I think it's D6. So 3d6.
Yep.
Oh god. The first one.
Oh, yeah, so the first
Damn.
one gets...
The second one.
Combat's over, boys.
Oh,
Oh god.
tell the brute indeed. Good God.
Jesus Christ. Alright.
That's 30
Other than the
damage.
third one, I guess.
It's a
Takes
D8.
Oh, it's a
Oh, it's
D8 at
D8.
5th level?
Oh, okay.
Alright, we'll re-roll those 2.
Sure.
Take the higher one.
Yeah, I'll take the higher
The other one was better.
Yeah, that's fine. But now give me a
yeah.
third. He
Yeah.
still takes half. Okay. Jesus Christ. Alright, so I'm gonna say what
49
happens...
damage.
Yeah, so she is that strong, but it is random chance about which one you get.
Yeah, like who knows what that's gonna come up next ever
All right.
again.
Well, you know what?
That's
Because these rolls are
crazy
great and this is
rolls.
an awesome moment. Kiwi, what is your tale of the what tale do you quickly tell about the?
Oh god, just with a little oil can. There once was a malicious little girl who went from her farm out to a wild land, and while she was there was a creature there who craved the oil of others, and he was frozen with an axe in his hand, and the little girl foolishly unfroze him, and he chopped her up with his axe, and he went crazy, and he went to the Emerald City and took all the oil from there too, and it was scary.
Oh my
I like this
goodness.
retelling.
Yeah. So one of them completely splats and turns
shit.
into a puddle of oil on the ground. Squirt the oil can, immediately jumps off your shoulder and races over there, hopping along the ground like the Pixar lamp from the intro of any Pixar movie, and does a diving slide and immediately just starts to...
Oh, Jesus.
I have a very specific image in mind for this.
Yep. And sucks up some oil. The other ones, one of them takes half damage, is like very boo-booed. The other, however, let's see. The other one takes a ton of damage, is knocked prone, and is like literally just... So, they are not happy. They immediately... The one squashed and dead, the other getting its bits sucked up by an oil can, and the other ones are very hurt and not happy seeing their compatriot got eviscerated and is now being cleaned up. They put their hands in the air, their little oily hands in the air, and you can hear, as one of them gets squashed, you can hear the little girl next to Nutmeg. One of the little girls has like gone up next to Nutmeg and is holding onto the edge of his robe. And as that one gets completely squashed by Kiwi's tail, you just hear her whisper, "Yes!"
That's pretty slick. Yo, you want a hit of this?
She looks up at
You're
you.
a little young.
I don't
Maybe.
know. No, I don't. My name's Philomena. Hi.
Hi, Mom.
That's not how you say my name.
Meat.
You like pigs?
I bet a pig once. pigs. Yeah, all right.
I have a pet pig outside. He's my favorite. His name is Oink.
That's a pretty
Beautiful
good
name for a pig.
goddamn name for a pig.
I like him.
Do we want to get out of here and go meet Oink?
You hear the screaming from that direction.
There's noise out there. I don't want to go.
Okay, maybe another time.
The other ones, the other two little fucking oily dudes are just standing there like,
Don't hurt us. We'll do anything. Please, what do you need from us?
and you hear a burp from next to them as Squirt the oil can has sucked up a good amount of the oil on the ground, and Squirt calls out,
Make them give me oil.
Oh God, he's gone bloodthirsty!
When oil is enacting American policy, it's all topsy-turvy.
You! 2 boggles! Go run after your Stabatha and just make a mess!
They look at each other.
Uh,
Squirt says,
make oil.
You either give him your oil, or you go trip Stabatha and cause a chaos. Your choice!
They immediately ink oil onto the ground.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, he's gonna eat that!
Yep.
Drink it up.
Yeah.
No, the little drow child looks over at you, drops his, looks over to like the stove, walks over to there where there's the kind of boiling metal on the stove in a pot. He just drops the soap into it and it just melts into the mass, and he turns back to you and he says, "Yeah, I think you guys have this handled. How are you getting us out of here? Why are you here? Who are you?"
That's a lot of questions.
Questions for another time!
Second two are not important.
Is there...
How?
I guess looking at this, so we know outside this door is where the where Skabatha and the screaming whatevers are.
They are out this
Right.
door. Yes.
Yeah, and along this wall, there's just windows, or
Yes, there's currently just windows overlooking the Goblin Market, and the only other door is through.
the north. And we also do know, just going back to our planning, so we would have all been very aware of this. The backdoor squad is somewhere up in this direction.
Correct.
Well, we go through this door. I point over there. We'll meet with the rest of our team and get out.
Okay. Cool.
That or we jump through the windows, but I think we want to go that way.
The boggles immediately jump through turn into little oily masses and jump through the windows to go towards the Goblin Market. They're out of here.
Ah, fuck. All right, whatever.
Hear an echo of language.
More screams. Yeah, more screams echo from outside as you can hear Skabatha's voice cursing loudly as you hear the sound like,
Who the fuck's throwing my cords?
and we get a shot of outside of Skabatha in this garden that's filled with vegetables, mushrooms, and all kinds of stuff. And there's active guerrilla warfare happening from bushes and stuff as we just see the silhouettes of the getaway gang, of Bobby, Sloan, Zenor, and of Star, the Displacer Beast kitten. All of them just decked out in fucking, commando paint and stuff like that, in bushes, up in trees, just doing the typical fucking Lost Boy style shit of slingshotting acorns and rocks and general stuff at Skabatha, and now the other thing too that you see out there, or that we see, and is just a general thing. There are about a dozen what looks to be tin soldiers out there, and there's just a constant cacophony of just as acorns, rocks, bits and pieces of wood are being thrown at these tin soldiers who are confused as shit and are just kind of tottering around trying to figure out what the fuck to do. And then also barking and jumping around, running around Skabatha's legs is a green little dragonling dog thing, just going.
So that's outside with them,
yes.
then.
Yeah, there's just chaos currently happening outside. Okay. Okay, where are you guys going?
I'm
That way.
full Looney Tune running up to this door. Ah, we go through here. Oops, I actually
All right,
shut
as
the
you
door.
bust through that door,
Boom!
which you
Yeah,
can.
shoulder through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in here, there are 10
Yeet!
brightly painted structures resembling little wooden houses lining the walls. Each small house has a 3-foot-high hinged door. 4 of the doors are open, and the other 6 are closed. Actually, no, the other 6 are open as well at this point. A narrow staircase ascends the circular wall. Near the foot of the stairs is a painted wooden box, 3 feet on a side. The same box that you saw in the room where you had tea.
Wait, sorry. Say that again.
Which part?
The last bit about the room that we had tea. It looks
Oh,
like
there's a box in here. A painted wooden box, like a painted wooden jack-in-the-box. It's the same box that
Yeah.
you saw in the room that you had tea in.
Oh, it's the same appearance. Okay. I'm also looking through my notes from the very beginning, from the carousel horse. I have a note here. The hag you seek sleeps in a dollhouse. I can't remember the first creature she says she would. So.
Yeah. These are small houses, but they look like they're more like barracks.
Oh, okay. Are they oily?
No, they're not.
Okay. I'm not gonna touch shit. I'll wait for everyone else to catch up to me.
Okay. The rest of the folks running into that room as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hope so. I look back because that was the plan, or
Yeah.
that was my plan.
Can I also I'd like to take a look at. Wait, which room are you in this one?
Mm-mm.
Huh?
Which room are you in?
All the way
over here.
north. All the way northeast.
Oh, up there. Okay. Can I take a? Because I know about the Jack in the Boxes, right? Like we know about them.
We just saw one. Do we know?
You don't
anything
know what
else
they
beyond
do.
that?
Okay. I just want to be super, super cautious of it.
Hi, dog.
Okay.
I don't know if that would necessarily be like, because I don't necessarily want to get close to it and investigate it, but I kind of want to be like, should I worry
That's why
about that? You know,
I'm
that-
suggesting that we just go upstairs.
just
That
go-
seems the only way out of here. Yeah.
Okay. You pass the door on your way there.
Oh,
What's in the door? Can I peek?
Yeah,
Sure. You peek in, and you hear a voice calling out.
Wait, was it locked?
Nope.
What's the voice saying?
I will say. Dunderhead! Cries a scratchy voice as you peek in this chamber. Those tatty sleeves wouldn't serve as a sock for a chicken. Start again! As you peek in, you see a plump halfling boy and a young, fluffy bugbear sitting at workbenches. They are watched over by a living, child-sized doll with buttons for eyes. An animated carpet prances around the children, who pay it no attention. The sewing room contains rolls of fabric, bobbins of thread, and knitting needles and pincushions.
oh boy, we got to get these kids out of here. So it's animated doll.
Yep.
Okay, that's probably the one the guy. Oh, where are the kids? Are the kids following us?
That's what it looks like.
I hate it.
Jesus. I had more of a reaction.
You
than
chose
I
this.
wanted
You
to.
did this on purpose for me, didn't you? Fuck you. I hate you.
But just to be
He's
clear,
turning around laughing at me, guys.
Okay, so
all
Fucking
four of
hate
us.
dolls.
so the party.
All 4 of us plus the kids are running up this way, right?
Yes, and Chucklehead has basically like stayed in the workroom.
Right, he's plausible enough.
Yeah. Last thing we'll do is Velka, Voda, and Will. You guys run up these stairs in this room, going up towards whatever is up there, and you arrive in what looks to be a. Oh my. Sorry, I gotta like move you around in some weird fashion. Ugh. Come up the stairs and you enter into a let's see. Blah blah blah. Habada bada bada. Goobity dop. Boopity. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So, as you come up the stairs and walk in this door, you find yourself in a room with 3 large freestanding looms. They dominate the chamber, and that's all that's really in here. Are those like the main like contraptions? A young goblin and a pair of gnome children work the machines, filling the room with a loud rhythmic clatter. A door set into the opposite wall, and an archway to the east leads to a storeroom. As you come up into here, they all the kids look in your direction, and one of them immediately calls out,
Will, it's you. You've come to catch us.
and then that's also when 2 of the inky black, like ooze shadow creatures come detaching themselves off the wall and cackle maniacally at you. So there's more boggles in this room as well. And that's where we'll end, though, because our power is probably going to go out fairly soon again.
Oh god.
And we want to make sure that that doesn't happen. So yes, there's 2 more of these inky boggles in this room as well.
Well, we'll deal with that next time.
Exactly. Oh no, sorry, 3 of them.
Ooh,
Yes.
even better.
Time on Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly. So in conclusion, right now, you have found quite a few of the children. You found the children in the workshop. You have found the one child in the kitchen. The folks Zug, Rosin, Kiwi, and Nutmeg have seemed to have found at least another area with some kids, but there also is a very angry talking doll there.
And a rug, apparently, too.
And a fucking just a rug that's walking around the room. And then Will and Velka and Voda have found the textile mill, where you have quite a few of the or 3 more children here as well. So,
what was the section? We were in the toy area, manufacturing.
Toy workshop.
Yeah.
And you have made your way into what you can discern as the barracks.
Okay, because all those like little houses.
Yes.
Oh, you mentioned tin soldiers.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now it took me a while to put 2 and 2 together, but math. Eventually.
They equal 4.
Mm-hmm. For sufficiently small values of 2.
Oh, here you go. And this is what these lovely little dudes look like.
That's a Pokemon.
Yeah, kind of. They're Bisharp, basically.
It is creepy as shit, is what it is.
I was thinking they were Phalanx.
Phalanx, that's the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a little Spanish design on them, too.
Conquistadors.
Oh, God, the one staring at us in the
Different
back there.
mustaches.
Those godless eyes.
Yeah, they all have different facial hair.
Mm-hmm.
They're all sins.
And so, you've made your way from the barracks to now find your way to what looks to be the let's see, what is this? That one is called the it's the sewing room.
Okay.
And I think one of the things that is one of the other more interesting things from the night is the discovery of what is a room that seemed to show the portraits of the hags of the Hourglass Coven, their mother, Baba Yaga, as well as a 4th.
Tasha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tasha's something involved with all this. Makes sense because already in the.
Isn't Sabrina their sister?
Zyblina was adopted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So maybe
Well-
Tasha was also adopted?
The
Maybe
other sister
Zyblina's
was
Tasha. I
actually
mean, it
there,
could also
but-
be that too. Wait, Zyblina being Tasha would be funny.
I hate
that'd
all
be
of
great.
these things that you guys have put in Discord, and I just looked at it, and I don't like it, so make it go away.
Oh God. They're terrible. Okay. Well,
How about
yes.
this one though?
No, that one's fine.
That's fine.
Yoink.
Another one comes in. Yeah, so Operation Awesome is actually going fairly
On the
well.
way.
Yeah.
The hard part is still coming up because we're going to be hard pressed to get all, and there's conflict. Oh, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's actually I'm kind of laughing because it's unfortunate that two of the most, I guess, least strength-based characters went into the kitchen, which had like multiple
Strength checks.
Well, it's like strength-based, but no thieves' tool having characters.
Yeah.
Elkhorn will be. Elkhorn's fine.
Like,
oh,
I
also
wonder
I
if
don't
we'll
know.
find end up back going that way.
Yeah,
Or going
I mean,
out that
eventually
way.
you'll probably
That's-
head that way as well. But I don't know if you caught it, but that's one of the members of the.
Valor's Call. Yeah. Which we now know is the League of Evil, whatever their antithesis.
Mm-hmm.
No, League of Malevolence. That's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
And their Valor's Call, and why
So we
he's
know-
here, who knows?
That's why. Obviously, in character, I don't know about shit. But when we find him from Team Scabatha, I'll be interested.
Yep. And basically, the way that and just so I actually do kind of want to make this clear. The children will always be non-combatants.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Just
We'll
so you
just
know.
tell them to
sense.
stay out of
Yes,
the way.
and I love this. There is literally something written in where it's just like if their party encounters children or any smaller beings within Prismere, there is a enchantment that says if any harm would come to if any actual harm would come to a child, they magically get teleported out of there.
It's the Skyrim clause.
Yeah. And so, but that's fortunately, but unfortunately, that's the thing where the hags actually know this, and which is why these boggles are never harm the children, but just torment them.
Yeah.
We can't hit you, but we can make your life miserable.
That's what they're like spooky things that just taunt them
Yeah.
from the shadows and stuff. Awful. They're terrible, terrible little things. Yeah. So
Fucking worst.
Yeah, the description. The description of the boggles is basically just that they just basically, it says the unfortunate, or the children actually gave rise to the boggles in Loomlurch because negative feelings create boggles. So sadness creates a boggle.
Okay.
And they are not loyal to the hags, yet she tolerates them because they cause the children distress.
What a fucking dick.
Right.
But yeah,
How are you
okay.
feeling about that League of Legends?
I am down to at least try it with these home dogs, but I gotta go check around outside really quick just to make sure shit's still on one.
I might
Alright.
do the same actually.
I'm
they're
ending
on.
shit. I will be back in a bit.
I'm logging out to you guys.